and get duck eggs, the ponds that we go, the ducks that land on the pond and they find a place and lay eggs. She'd go down there and get the duck eggs and put them under her hens. And you'd see the hens running around the yard there with little chicks and ducks running around after their mother.
They were real farmers. They had guineas, they had ducks.
I remember her getting after me and Guy one time because we were little kids, Minnie. And River Guy, she got after us because she thought we were chasing her guineas. You remember that?
No, there was all kinds.
Yeah, I mean, it was a menagerie. There was little chicks, and guineas, and like I said, who knows, dogs, cats.
Going way back before that, when I was a kid, she got us, I and I don't know who it was, whether it was Minnie Mary's boy. Anyway, there was another boy with him, and we was throwing corn cobs at the pigs laying in the mud, and throw them in the, they'd jump up and run up and bump the fence and get to us. Anyway, she finally seen us doing that one day. She really got on us. Yeah, she was quite a gal.
Lance, do you remember, talking about your dad? When he stayed with us for a little time, I can remember though when he would be kind of silly. Did he ever, a little bit, that stuff, you want a nickel? Yeah, Grandpa wanted, then suck a pickle. You want a dime? Suck a lime. You want $1? Run around the block and holler. You remember that guy?
Oh, sorry.
Who did this?
Your dad. I remember that as a little kid. One time he was kidding. Yeah, Grandpa. Yeah, I can remember that one time.
All kinds of.
And he always had those little square candies.
That and chicken corn.
Yeah, but I remember those little white candies. They almost look like Legos. Did you ever remember those? They had. I think brought to me. You remember what I'm talking about? No, these were like little. They look like a Lego. Usually they're cream colored. They have like little jelly things in them. Oh, I haven't seen them in years. I don't know if they still make them. But I can remember that.
I think they were white with
Yes.
different colored.
Yes, Lois.
Yeah, I remember that.
And maybe where they're talking about the crazy man that killed Uncle Claude.
He's a Russian.
The man that killed him was a Russian?
Yeah, he was a Russian. I went up there to visit Minnie one time. Some years after that, we had our kids and we had a little poodle, and it was a little chocolate-colored poodle. And we pulled him in, we got out of the car, and the poodle jumped out, and she said, "What's he good for?"
Who said this?
Minnie. What's he good for? And thinking to impress her, I told her, I said, well, they were originally developed as a Russian hunting dog. And she come right back, she said, I got no use for anything Russian ever since that Russian killed my Claude.
Did he kill more people that day, or was it just Claude?
No, he killed two. And then he almost killed Uncle Forrest. Uncle Forrest said that the bullets were just whizzing by him. They were so close.
Well, Forrest could run faster. Claude couldn't because
Claude
of
had
his
a
lungs.
lung deal.
I thought you said also Claude had some big rubber boots on that was hard to
He
run.
did. He'd been working out this thing there. But get a load of this. I'm, of course, doing plumbing. I did all the plumbing and stuff for church folks and everything. And built part of their basement, put a big room down there. And so this day I'm out there painting their house on ladder. I'm out on the outside painting, and through the radio's playing music and stuff, and then they all of a sudden broke in and they said there'd been a killing in Macon, Missouri. And they said, bad killing. And I thought, Macon, oh, that's up where my mom come from. That's where all my relatives are, from up at Macon. And didn't think any more of it, going ahead. Pretty soon they come in again, telling about it. And I went in and told her, it's been a big killing up in Macon. A couple guys killed. So anyway, then all of a sudden I get a telephone call. Here it was from Macon, letting us know that Claude had got shot. Here it was my uncle that got killed there. And there was another fellow at a different place that got killed, another neighbor.
Well, you need to
But
get...
Forrest was with him, And Forrest run, and as I said, Forrest could run good where Claude couldn't. He had a bad plum, and he'd run and stopped, and when he stopped, the guy shot and killed him.
You need to give some background to that though, because the guy that shot him, before that happened, Minnie had taken care of his wife for 2 or 3 weeks before she died. She had been over there and taken care of his wife for several weeks before she died, and she died. And he refused, after she died, he refused to go back and stay in the house. He had cattle to take care of and a farm to take care of, and during the day he'd go over there and take care of them. But he came back and stayed at Minnie and Claude's place.
Okay, do you know any more about this story?
Yeah, then he decided that he'd been there long enough, and he left Minnie and Claude and went to stay with another neighbor. And it was after he was gone to stay with this other neighbor, he come by and he said to Claude, he said, I've got a cow heifer down in the brush. Will you bring your pickup and help me take her back where she belongs? And so Forrest was working with Claude.
Both uncles.
Yeah, well, Forrest was Minnie's brother.
Yeah.
Was working with Claude, and so they both got in the pickup, and this guy got in the middle. And they drove down through the pasture, and Claude said, now, where? And the guy said, down this way in the brush. And so Claude told to go down that way, and Forrest, sitting over on this side of him, looked down and saw him pulling a pistol out of his pocket. And he said, Claude, he's got a gun. And Claude slammed on the brakes, and they both jumped out and took off running. But like Fred said, Claude had bad lungs. He was gassed in the First World War, and he had bad lungs. Forrest was ahead of him and heard the shot and turned around. He heard shots and turned around and saw Claude fall. But this man then they got a posse together to go looking for him, and when they saw him going across the field, he shot himself. And they went then to the family that he was staying with after he had left Minnie and found that he had shot that man.
Did he blame?
And at one point, they told the operator in Macon, get on the phone and tell everybody in the area to watch out for him.
Don't go with him.
So the telephone operator got on there and she warned people. Well, one of these neighbors, not too far from Minnie, probably half a mile, she knew about it because she got the call, and she'd seen this guy coming up her driveway. And she real quick went in and laid him under the bed, and he beat on the door, and she didn't go to the door or nothing. She hid in under the bed. After a little bit, he left and went on. And then she called the police and told them that he'd just been there.
Did she?
One more little thing about
Yeah.
this crazy situation. That I don't know if you knew, Lloyd, or not. This Russian, he had evidently, his mind had started going bad because the one that Minnie took care of, his wife, she died. And he kept her in the house for a week, not taking her nowhere. He wouldn't take her to funeral parlor or nothing. So his mind was going bad.
Did he blame Minnie and Claude?
No.
For her passing, and she had been taken care
I
of?
think his mind just went bad because, as I say,
Because he shot Claude and he shot the other neighbor too.
yeah, who in their right mind would keep their wife in the bed for a week after she died?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that I have 2 vociferous brothers?
To what kind?
Vociferous.
I don't even know that word. See, I didn't go to school that long.
No, they don't.
Lots of voice, lots of speech.
What you're trying to say is too much mouth.
Interpret whatever
Well, on a happier note, getting back to the campus here, how many students were going to school here that first year? Any idea?
Yeah, it was almost 100. I think it was 90 something.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And now there's 150.
Can you believe
Yeah.
that?
This year.
I was talking with the principal, he said, usually we're comfortable with about 140, but he said this year we have 150.
Right.
In the year though that you went to school, that you guys started here, there was 90 or 100
Yeah,
then?
but,
You almost, I forget the exact, but I think it was about something like 96 or 97.
So they've held their own through the years.
oh yeah.
But anyway, I want you to know, Guy, that I really appreciate the fact that you and Lance and Lori and get brothers here. I think it's a fantastic thing. I never thought the day would ever come that the three of us would be able to do together. And
Well, Gert wanted to too. Gert said to me, Fred, you go. I mean, she's shaky. She can't even get out of the chair on her own. She's got to have help. But as long as Debbie and Al was there with her, they took care of that.
but her voice, I love to talk with her.
She's still,
Yeah.
Her voice is, that's good. And it's a delight when.
I
she's
agree
very
with
friendly,
you.
you know.
I agree with you. Gert never sounds like she's got anything else.
And she can be dead sick and they'll say to her, how you doing today, Gertie? They all call her Gertie over there at the dialysis. Oh, I'm fine. She's a sick woman. Oh, I'm fine. Doing okay. So I guess, and I told him, I said she had a good night and all. But it's better that she come across that way than saying she's miserable.
Well, I'm thankful that you have children like the kids you here.
Well, I'm thankful, Mom and I pray all the time, and we'd say, we got 5 kids, they aren't on drugs, they ain't in jail, and they don't smoke. We're proud that they're all doing well.
Yeah.
Good kids, and Guy will do anything on the drop of a hat. Craig will too. He's gonna come all the way from St. Joe to St. Louis to get me and bring me up here. He's gonna travel 600 miles to get me and bring me back. I said, no, I don't need to. Guy done told me, hey, you're covered, I got you. Kids are that way, they're good.